Bay Area sports world was shocked, as you remember, when Ricky Henderson died in December. The Oakland superstar was only 65 years old.
Henderson never forgot his hometown, and today his hometown remembered him with a heartfelt celebration of his life. John Ramos has the story.
The Coliseum has seen some of the greatest baseball players accomplish some of the greatest feats in Major League Baseball history, but no one has accomplished as much in so many areas as Ricky Henderson. As fans began to fill Oakland Arena to pay tribute to the man who earned the nickname the Man of Steel, Lola Leal said it really wasn't something she could miss.
Oh, I have to be here today. Ricky was a big part of my life when I was little with the '89 and just growing up with him with the Bash Brothers and Dennis Eckersley, so I had to be here and pay my respects for Ricky.
Ricky Henderson stole his way into baseball immortality with a stolen base record of 1,406. It's a record many believe will never be broken.
Going to the games, watching him steal base was just amazing. It was a work of art. He was the best to ever do it. So, he was just amazing. He was the man of steel, the greatest all time baseball player. If you were to tell me who's my favorite baseball player, it's Ricky Henderson, all day, all day.
But he did much more than that. He scored more runs and hit more leadoff home runs than anyone in MLB history. And he did it with an air of swagger before swagger was even cool, reflected in his comment after surpassing the base-stealing record of the great Lou Brock.
Lou Brock was a symbol of great base stealing, but today I'm the greatest of all time. Thank you.
He had that swagger about him. That was always one of the best things about him. No one will ever break his stolen base record ever. That's done.
But despite his greatness, those who met him said he was a personable, down-to-earth guy. Rocky Patterson met Ricky at a softball event last year at the Coliseum. He took a picture with his hero and was impressed by his physical stature.
When I seen him, his arm was as big as his bicep was as big as my head. Then I realized those are the guns that hit home runs. And he chuckled, shook my hand and said, "Thank you, sir."
Hall of Fame slugger Dave Winfield was a teammate of Ricky's when he joined the New York Yankees, one of the 9 teams that Ricky played for in his 25-year career.
What I really enjoyed about Ricky is that every day he came to work full of joy, happiness, energy, positivity. He was a winner. He was a friend. He was a brother. He was one of the best that ever played the game.
Despite all his accomplishments, in his Hall of Fame speech in 2009, Ricky asked people to remember him for how much he loved the game.
When you think of me, I would like you to remember that kid from the inner city that played the game with all his heart and never took the game for granted.
It was with all their hearts that the fans remembered the kid from Oakland who played for love of the game. And no one who watched him will ever take him for granted.